Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin tonight with breaking news because there has been a dramatic and alarming increase in cases of a mysterious illness sickening children. Experts worry it may be connected to the coronavirus and say it is causing such severe fevers and inflammation that children are now being sent to the ICU. Reports of the illness quadrupled overnight in New York, just as that state was beginning to see the curve of COVID-19 infections flattening. Now, across the rest of the country tonight, though, it is a very different story. Coronavirus infections in at least 28 states are now rising at a rate much faster than expected, and just as most of the country is loosening those stay-at-home restrictions. Today, the former head of the CDC warned that Congress and told them that the scope of this pandemic is unprecedented, saying as bad as things have been, this is, quote, just the beginning. There is more evidence of that as we come on the air tonight. The virus has now killed more than 72,000 nationwide. Confirmed cases now top 1.2 million. And we learned today that 96% of the people recently admitted to New York hospitals with the virus also have some type of underlying health condition. There is a lot of news to get to tonight. We've got our team of correspondents covering all of it. We're going to begin tonight with CBS's Omar Villafranca, who leads us off in Dallas. Omar.
The numbers are up this week in Dallas. Today marks the second highest number of cases in a day. This, as a possible COVID-related illness hits children in New York. Tonight, an urgent statewide warning to New York hospitals. Look out for alarming mystery illness in children, possibly linked to COVID-19. The number of children diagnosed in the state's hospitals with a potentially COVID-related inflammation has increased from 15 to at least 64. The inflammation so severe, some have had to be sent to the ICU.
They tend to all have very high fever and high heart rates, and oftentimes it's accompanied with low blood pressure.
Get your hands up, I can't see them. Here in Texas, this new video shows a SWAT team rounding up demonstrators in Odessa, Texas, after a local bar opened up in defiance of the governor's stay-at-home order this week. A sign of the growing tension as patience runs thin in a state where the 3-day average of new COVID-19 cases increased last week by more than 40%. It's a trend across the country. At least 28 states have seen new cases rise over the same period. Minnesota's cases have increased more than 130%. Tennessee's increased 97%. Ohio, nearly 50%.
The virus is going to exploit it. When we are not social distancing, the virus goes right there.
Today on Capitol Hill, former CDC head Tom Frieden warned about the nation dropping its guard.
As bad as this has been, it's just the beginning.
COVID-19 clusters at meat plants are near crisis level. Nearly 11,000 infections and at least 45 deaths, closing plants across the country. And according to a new economic study, projected to hit consumers hard by the end of the month, with 20% spikes in meat prices compared to last year. And tonight, alarming news about children's well-being. A Brookings Institution survey says nearly 1 out of 5 American children now aren't getting enough to eat. Meanwhile, deaths and hospitalizations across New York continue to decline. But Governor Cuomo said today health officials are analyzing where the 600 new hospitalizations a day are coming from.
They're not working, they're not traveling, they're predominantly downstate, predominantly minority, predominantly older, predominantly non-essential employees.
Back here in Texas, some good news. 63-year-old Phil Eaton leaving a Houston hospital. The high school principal fought COVID-19 for 51 days. The rules and regulations vary by state. California's governor is expected to announce new reopening plans tomorrow, while New Jersey's governor just extended the stay-at-home order until June 5th. Nora?
Omar Villafranca in Dallas tonight. Thank you.